Hi, welcome back everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're having good luck with all of your gardening and all of your projects. And without further ado, let's get to today's project. So we've got 2/3 of the structure up. We still have one more section to go. I was hoping to finish this today, but I'm doing all this work by myself, so it takes a little bit longer than I anticipated. So we did get some solar panels installed. These are all fastened down. We got 9 of them so far. I ran out of hardware. Hardware was kind of hard to find right now. I went to the Home Depot to get it and they didn't have a lot. So I used what I had and got as much done as I could with what I had. So we're using all stainless steel hardware, stainless steel washers, stainless steel nuts, and stainless steel bolts. And yeah, we got about halfway there, just about halfway. We still need to show Shugi Bond some more 2x6s and get those up here. And then we also need to order some more hardware, and then we can get some more of this, some more of these panels installed. But I'll show you guys what I did. Got a little board here to make the bottom portion level, and we put 2 nuts and bolts with washers in the middle of each one. Should be sufficient. And then I tighten those down from underneath. I should have videotaped myself putting these ones on. It was fun. I had to climb up the ladder and reach over there. Luckily I'm pretty tall, so I was able to reach them without having to risk walking on the solar panels. But this is pretty daggone exciting. Show you guys what it looks like underneath. I made this thing super duper overkill, beefed up. Yeah, I didn't want it to ever fail on me, so I don't want to have to work on it when I'm old and broken and worn out. So got our 4x6s, and then 2x6s going across the top here, 2x6s going down the middle, and 2x6s down the bottom. And then underneath each seam of the solar panels is a 2x6 going vertically. Got one on the outside here. You can see where everything's attached. And then something I had to do with the washers is I just stuck them in the vise and bent them down. That way this wasn't sticking out. I didn't like the way it looked. And plus, it was kind of, when you tighten it, it wanted to pop off. So bending it down like that, the bottom part right here is resting against the bolt. So when you tighten it down, it can't push away from the panel. So I did that all the way up there. Oof, I am pooped. It's been a long day. I've been working on this thing all day since I got up around 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock this morning. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. So what we're gonna do with these big open areas down here, so I mean, it's hard to tell in the video, but this is a very large open space. It's 12 foot by 10 foot down here. So we're gonna make this one into a chicken coop. This one's gonna be kind of like maybe some storage, some sort of storage. And then when I build the last one down here, I'm not gonna put a center support in between the 12 foot length here. That way I can park a vehicle or a tractor under there and utilize that space for such a thing. We still need to build one more gabion basket because I ran out. I guess I had an odd number of them. So we'll build one more of those. And we did get most of the baskets filled or halfway filled with rocks too. And I'm doing all this by myself, so I'm just doing a little bit at a time, taking my time so that it turns out the way I want it, and I don't want to settle, you know. It's not good enough. I want it to be good. So we did have some issues with some twisted wood. Good old Douglas fir 4x6s over here was where we had the major issue. So it's all busted up right there because this is twisted. So I had to do some findangling and use a lot of adult language, and it's still twisted, but there's not much I can do with that. I put a board on here coming up like this so I could have leverage, and I bent that sucker over and I got it pretty straight, but then when I put the bolts in and I let go of it, it just ripped through this thing. So we'll have to come up with some kind of solution to repair that. But everything else turned out okay. We can take this off now. That was just there to keep the bottoms of these fairly level, because I wanted it to be in a straight line. And from my point of view, it looks very flat too. We had some uneven areas and I had to put some shims in, but we got it to level out and look really nice. Now I may put gutters on here too to utilize the rain, because this will be a very large surface area, so I can capture rainwater. And we'll put some containers down and we can use the rainwater that we catch to water the chickens. So I think that will turn out all right. This thing is not going anywhere. Each one of these baskets weighs well over 100 or well over 1,000 pounds. It's about 5 or 6 wheelbarrow trips worth of rocks to fill each one of these. Some of them aren't all the way filled, some of them are halfway filled. But I think I'm going to call it a day. Besides, I ran out of hardware anyway, so we still got one more 4x4. No, there's one over there. Okay, looks like I'll have one 4x6. I'll have one extra, so I'll probably return that and get some money back, because I think I need some more 2x6s. I have 3 left, and it looks like I'm gonna need at least 6 or 7. But there it is, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, pop those in down below. Give us a thumbs up. And as always, keep building and try to be good to each other. Some of us aren't here for very long, and a little bit of kindness will go a long ways. So God bless all of you, and peace.